aren't ready for this video. I have been making this recipe every day for the last several days. It is my new obsession, so you guys better prepare yourself. The recipe today is a no-bake peanut butter oatmeal. And I'm going to give you guys full instructions how to make this for yourselves, but it's so simple, easy, and quick, and also very healthy, and it tastes like a peanut butter cookie. Let's get started with this recipe. So I'm going to be giving you guys some healthy recipes this year. So I've been really trying to focus on eating healthier for the year of 2024. That's one of my goals for the new year, and I bet that is for a lot of you guys too. So let me guys know down below if you guys are going through something similar, but I'm also trying to eat more colorful fruits and vegetables as well. And I actually have a really good metabolism, but I'm just really trying to make sure my health is at tip-top shape because last year I was a little bit sick for most of the year. So I'm really trying to prevent anything from happening that's out of my control, and I know that health is wealth. So let's get started with the ingredients that you will need for today's recipe. So first ingredient is, of course, peanut butter, the main ingredient, the star here. And I actually love peanut butter. It is very good in moderation, and it's pretty healthy too when it comes to oatmeal. So this is the main ingredient of this recipe. And I'm just using this creamy peanut butter. You can use whatever kind you would like. But this is just a great value one. I'm just using whatever I have at home. And then we are going to be using a single serving pack of oatmeal. And I'm personally using Quaker oats. And this is the cinnamon and spice. You can use whatever type you'd like. But I am just personally using a single serve pack because it's what I have. And I think it's really convenient too. And I don't have to measure anything. You can also just put in like a scoop of oatmeal in this recipe as well too, if you don't have the pack. But personally, I also like the flavor of this too. But this is the cinnamon and spice one I'm using because it'll go well with the peanut butter flavor. And I've also used the maple brown sugar one too, but I personally like the cinnamon and spice one the best. So we're using that. And then I'm going to be using some canola oil spray so we can spray the bowl it's going to be sitting in so it doesn't get stuck to the dish. And then I like to add a little bit of vanilla extract. That's just my personal preference. I just love it in any kind of recipe, or even my coffee too. So we're going to be throwing this in there to make it more like a cookie. And then we're going to need a bowl, any kind of bowl. And then I'm going to be using a measuring spoon. This is a tablespoon that we're going to be using for this recipe. So let's get started. So our first step with today's recipe is we're going to take the canola spray and we're going to put it on the tablespoon and the bowl and also the spoon as well, just to make sure that we can actually get this off later because it's really sticky when it sits in there. So yeah, let's get started. Perfect. Just a small little spray. Perfect. All right. Now that the first step is done, now we're going to move on to adding the peanut butter to the bowl. And I add, with the tablespoon, 2 tablespoons to the bowl. Perfect. And it's easier to get it out with the canola oil spray there. So now that I added the peanut butter to the bowl, I'm just going to add this to the microwave for 30 seconds just so I can melt the peanut butter and it can stir better before I put this recipe together. So let's get started. So now that the peanut butter is all melted to the consistency I like, I'm going to go ahead and add the oatmeal to this bowl. And you just take the packet and rip it and throw it right in there. It's very simple. Or you can just add like a cup of oats to this as well, if you don't have a single serving pack. And then I give this a stir. And see, it's becoming this really lovely texture with that peanut butter. I love peanut butter. Yum. I'm so excited to eat this again. I've been eating this every day for like the past several days. And there's a reason why. It's just that good.
And then I am going to add my secret ingredient, which is a tiny dash of this vanilla extract, just for extra flavor. Perfect. And then stir that up. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and press down the oatmeal to the bottom of the bowl so it looks pretty and presentable. So this is exactly how I want it. So now I'm going to go ahead and throw this into the refrigerator, and I just let this sit in there until it hardens. It could take up to an hour, but it's usually only a few minutes for me, like maybe like 15 to 30 minutes. So I'm going to come back to you when it's all done. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out of the fridge. Ooh, they look perfect. So they're supposed to be hard just like this. And I'm just going to clean up the bowl, and then we're going to do a final reveal. But yeah, this is amazing. So now I cleaned up the bowl, so look, there's the final product. It's nothing special, but I promise it is just amazing, and you guys need to try this, especially those who love peanut butter. This is definitely going to be up your alley, and it's definitely a very healthy option. So let's go ahead and take a bite. It's so good, you guys. It literally tastes like a peanut butter cookie, and I can't stop raving about this recipe. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you guys want any other healthy recipes, let me know down below in the comments. I hope you guys have a great week.